Hello. How are we doing today? How are we? Sorry I'm late. I'm bad at times, as it turns out. Now I was playing with a new toy of mine. You might remember I said I was getting a drawing tablet and I wasn't expecting it until next week, but it arrived today. So I was playing with that and starting the learning process today, and yeah, there's a lot of learning to do. So first things first. Thank you, Alex. First things first, let's get rid of... This is going to sound silly. Let's get rid of the sprayer, because we need to spray. We got a butt ton of spraying to do, and it's best if we don't use this sprayer. Right. Hello, Austin. There we go. Bradley, hello. Sean Massey. Okay, Margaret. Farming boy Kirk and Alex. How's my day going? My day's going good. I've been quite busy. I say that I've been playing. I spent the last like 3 hours playing with something. Is this live? No, this is pre-recorded. I spent the last 3 hours playing with. Oh my god, it's so light. With this. My drawing tablet. And I also had to do a bit of work around the house. We have a gate out the back garden now, and I had to help unload it from the trailer. Tomorrow, apparently the plan is that it's at least partially going to be installed. The posts at least are going to be put in, and I'll need to help with that. Do I like Seasons mod? Absolutely. Dude, Seasons is an absolute game saver for me. It is so good. How does crop rotation work? We'll get to that later on the stream, Bradley. Keep watching. Because I need to sort out my crop rotation schedule. I can show you the way that I'm going to be using it, at least. Oh, Irish Luke. Seasons is magic cows, though. Jesus, calves. Yes, apparently so. I guess it kind of makes sense, because not every farmer is going to have a bullock. Like they'll...
Oh, hi, thanks for checking in. I'm still
a farmer, good lord, thank you very much. For the $20, I'm guessing, €17.98 as it comes to me. That is very, very highly appreciated. There's two ways. There's IVF and there's actually like renting a bullock. Renting a bullock is a thing that is occasionally done. So I don't know why I brought these down, because I was just going to sell them out of the garage because I've got infinite money still, technically. Let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. And in pallets, we will get, I guess 12,000 litres should do. And 12,000 litres of herbicide and the Hardy Navigator? Get the Hardy Navigator. Wish Oakfield update was out. It's not coming out today and probably on Monday because FarmCon is a thing that is on this weekend. I'll be missing pretty much all of it due to the various family commitments that I have. Is the PTO going to want to attach, maybe? PTO, could you please... There we go. We'll start filling up on herbicide. So, I have got a bit more information on how weeds work, as well as on crops and how they work. So I'm going to have to, before I plant, sort out quite a lot of stuff. You're on day 6, just got started on seeding. Yeah, that's the thing that can very easily happen in seasons, is you go down a rabbit hole of work and it kind of goes a bit... I have to do with the wiggle outreach, all reversing. Yeah, it's fine. So I'll share some information. Weeds... See, Irish look. Weeds, the way that they're gonna work, or the way that they do work, is I basically need to spray them. I can use the weeder, but if I spray them, it's a prevention measure, so it makes more sense for me to just lay herbicide down right now. And crop moisture, I've been kind of musing with the idea, I haven't told Landy this yet, I'm using the idea of like spraying the crops to sort out moisture. I was talking to Wobster earlier, and that's not a thing that can be done. The field's ready by day 2. Yeah, that's kind of a second issue that happens with seasons, is the soil just does not want to cooperate. But that's one of the things that makes it great. Is like you're not just, I want to seed now, I'm going to seed. I want to seed now, but I can't because the soil moisture's too low, but you gotta be aware of that. You gotta be aware of soil moisture, as well as the ground temperature. So you're gonna need the Wobster. Or the handheld tool formerly known as the Wobster. Else you'll be kind of... Yes, you gotta worry about that. Farmer Klein was telling me that he was saying in Giants Discord, he wasn't telling me specifically, that he had some crops down, and because he planted them with the soil moisture was too low, he lost like a full field of crops almost. And he just had like bits of his crop dying off because the soil moisture was too low. And drought conditions kicked in, the 50%, sweet. Yeah, that's all stuff you gotta worry about. You gotta worry about real life things. Or the things that are true to life. Then FS19 watching me, very nice, Kirk. Drew, thank you very much for the $3 even. How am I? I'm very good. I've been busy. Making yourself moisture's good enough. Let me just check something here. Yeah, you gotta use push, this tool. You point it to the ground, you hold down your clicky, and I can't plant this field currently because the soil moisture is too low. Let's check this field. Yeah, I need some rain. The only way that soil moisture increases currently is with rain. Is there a weather forecast anywhere? Alt F? No. Alt S. Weather forecast. That's not good. We're not due rain until... Oh, wait. It's a 3-hourly forecast. Okay, so we're due rain in a few days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, we're due rain on Friday. But there's a chance on Thursday too. Up until then, no chance. Okay. Hey, Tig. Yeah, moisture's gotta be... Is it 12% is drought cut off? Can't wait for Oakfield seasons to come out. I'll tell you, it's worth the wait. Well, moisture's okay. Apparently 12% and greater. The higher the better. So you're looking for minimum 12. Maximum, I guess 100 is the maximum. Yeah, 12 and up percent. I need to, apparently the hay texture has been changed, Drew, yeah. Because like the stages of hay now. I just realized the sprayer isn't going to fit in between the... Oh, I'll make this work. So this is weed prevention what I'm doing here. Because Oh, it's not actually spraying because... Wait, what's going on here? Why is this not looking like it's spraying? It did a bit and now it's stopped. What's going on? Huh. Okay, let's not spread herbicide just yet, just to be on the safe side. Yeah, fallow means no crop, no work has been done to it. Okay, that's... Nice Twitch live message. Oh, I forgot to change it from yesterday, I apologize. I can't remember what I even said yesterday. I think I said it's Thursday or something like that, something really stupid. Hello, hey Jack, long time no see, dude. Have you been enjoying seasons, Jack? Irish or 6, hello. I'm always curious, like who's playing with seasons, who's not, because I know it's not for everybody. Something this in depth is never going to be for everybody. So I'm just kind of curious. Oh, it's all the farms. I almost set it to it's Thursday, so I'm kind of glad that I left it as the entirety of my allowance being just the word farm. You're playing. Okay, console guys, you're immune from the question because obviously you're having to play standard still. You gotta wait between digger work and silage. Fair enough, Jag. If you're in my Discord, Jag, did you see the picture of the digger I had in my back garden last week? The Peterbilt be seasons ready. If I've forgotten who made Peterbilt, and I feel very bad about it. If the modder doesn't update to it and makes it seasons ready, it will be, but by default, no. So let's do some crop rotation planning. Let's just set this as all none here. Now that I know how to work the crop rotation. And, okay, so this... I really want to start out with oats in one field. Okay, canola to oat is fine. So if I finish a rotation with wheat, that gives me 1.2 on canola. That'd be great. Okay, cotton is not gonna work. Soybeans, sunflowers would be good, because then we're getting 1.2, 108. And then if I were to go corn, did I ever go? No, I didn't actually. So this is how to plan out your crop rotations. Is you just look at these multipliers over here. So cotton isn't gonna work at all. And I'm thinking to finish the rotation with like wheat and barley. I don't want to do double canola. Canola, oats, sunflowers, corn, wheat, sunflowers. Yeah, we'll go canola, oats, sunflowers, corn, wheat, and then back to canola, because that's the multiplier above 0 at all times. Hey, Shadowbox. Jack, thank you very much for the £20. Hey, Twisted. So, yeah, that's going to keep our multiplier 1 or above. That's, hey, Twisted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 5 years worth of rotation, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fields. That's going to work perfectly. The question now is, what do I plant in what field? because that's going to be the important bit. Yeah, you cannot grow cotton and sugarcane. That is intentional. Oh, and hello. I'm doing good. How are you? And Kai, I'm doing good too. Good to hear. So we can't seed right now, but we've got a 5 crop rotation, and we've got 5 fields that I want to have in crops. 5 and 6 are just going to remain grass. What does keeping it in grass all the time do? Out of curiosity. So you can plan this out. So if you keep it in grass all the time, you can see you're just going to get 0.9 solid. Which is fine, honestly. Just an eagle, thank you for the follow. Did I check what crops are drought resistant? Drought resistance is over here. And you can see that basically nothing is actually drought resistant in seed form. Potential for drought damage. Oh, it increases. So yeah, we're gonna just hold off on planting until the crops have come up a bit. What's this song playing? It's Snow Day by Hyper Potions. I'm quite enjoying it. It's quite good. So let's turn that off. Let's grab, yes, you. Spin this around. Hey, Curtis. And Twisted Eagle, hello. I seem to be more into the streams or something I've noticed. Yeah, I honestly, Alex, yeah, I wear my heart on my sleeve a bit. When I'm not interested in something as much, I'm not as energetic about doing it. Hey, Luke, how you doing today, dude? So you can tell how much I'm enjoying something by how into the stream I am. Alley-oop. Mad skills, yo. Right. FS19 was getting boring. Season saved everyone. I don't want to say it saved everyone, because some people, Landy in particular, had the awakening with. Could you maybe do the PTO? PTO? PTO. There we go. That's not how that works. The PTO is coming through the hitch. So what I need to do is unload the lime somewhere. It's revolutionized. Pretty much. So let's move this back. This Massey's getting extremely dirty. I need to get myself a power washer. In fact, let's do that right now. It's in Misk, I believe. Yes. Can you fit? Where's the controls? There we go. Can you fit in over by... Actually, in back here would be a cool power washing pad. So let's plunk you there like that. I'm not going to need to do it just yet, but that's my music playlist. I think it's the Happy playlist on Pretzel. Adware doesn't seem to work with seasons. Yeah, keep in mind that seasons changes how Wear works. So it's probably going to break a couple of the default cheaty commands. Can I send it on Discord after? Just go to pretzel.rocks and download their desktop thing. You can choose your, like, the feeling you want to go for or whatever. It's completely free. which is nice, considering how broke I usually am. Never seen that? Ah, you've not watched season 1 of Oakfield, before the pre-season series I did of Oakfield, where right, what's the button to do this? B. No, that's. I wanted to attach the bag. I've done a stupid now, haven't I? There we kind of go. Oh, it's... And you sit over there. And could you kindly get off... There we go. You think we might get orchards? Will class make orchard equipment? Class make orchard equipment, so don't rule out class just because you think there's going to be orchards. I hope there's going to be orchards. Sincerely hope there's going to be orchards. Because that is... Honestly, if I have one demand for farm sim, it's orchard farming. Because that'll be a game changer. Lanny still thinks we won't get class. Well, I don't know. Uncle Elephant, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you enjoy the stream. Here's the thing. Is Class DLC still a possibility? I think it's more likely than not. Yes, I want to hang the big bag. Can I not hang the big bag because it's empty? What's going on here? I'm very aware the bag is empty. I need to get the bag filler. Being Platinum class is still getting game cover. Yeah, very true. Here's the thing, let's look at how this weekend is going to work out at FarmCon, okay? Today is the first day. They're not going to really make any big announcements today, I don't think. So, that leaves tomorrow and Sunday for any announcements that they might want to make. And Sunday... apparently is going to be all the FSL stuff, all the Farm Sim League all day. So if there's, you know, with the announcement for what's apparently going to be called Platinum coming this weekend, we know that much. Then the only day it can possibly happen, in my mind, is tomorrow. So. No one will find out for sure until the Platinum Edition preview. Yeah. Is there a time for that anywhere, Chad? Is there like a time? Because I'm imagining it's going to happen tomorrow. It would make sense. If they're planning FSL all day Sunday, then tomorrow's 3 o'clock German time. Ah. And that's all the information there is. That like, that's it. The Platinum Edition is going to be revealed 3 o'clock. Oh my god! I did not get anywhere near enough fertilizer. Right. Plan. Do I have the thingies? I might need to throw a mod in. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna save, exit, and throw a mod in because I forgot to. Maybe 3:30 right around their class. They'll do a presentation right before. That's. You know as much as I do. Yeah. Seems suspicious the class are doing a presentation right before the platinum announcement. What am I looking for here? I'm looking for the sheds what have triggers. Silver posted the itinerary a few weeks back. Ah! So it'll be around 3:30 tomorrow that we'll find it. Or is tomorrow Saturday? Yeah, because today's Friday. So about then, so by this time tomorrow we'll know. I don't have third-person mod installed. No, not me. No siree. Right. Are these now miscellaneous? Yes. I want the fertilizer hut. And, oh, if I can fit you in here, that would be beautiful. I can! What's the rotation button again? See, look at me being all actually vaguely organized. See, look. Look at this. It fits perfectly. It is normally Sim, but I'm enjoying Farm Sim so much that I felt Season to be kind of fun to play today instead. Come on. Give me a spot where this will fit. There. Perfection. Gonna need to buy more big bags. I've heard about if chance of people editing in-game vehicles. That is not true. Yeah, Landy, I sincerely doubt you're subscribed in the first place. The gate arrived today, Mr. Landy. Also, actually, I forgot to mention it in Idiots. My idea for countering drought and increasing soil moisture, that will not work, Wobster told me. Yeah, you have to wait for natural moisture to happen. Which kinda sucks, but okay. Did I just say we weren't subscribed? Yes. In before Landy makes his subscriptions public and resubs just to prove a point. So you can send it me on Discord. I sincerely doubt that's true, Drew. There's so many mods coming out that don't have windows and doors. Clearly you are. I wish ASP, what's done here when there's like prolonged dry weather is the farmers, and I'm not kidding, Irish guys can. Yeah, I don't know how true it is, but I doubt it's true. I'll put it that way. The farmers here, what they do to combat drought is they literally get their slurry tankers and just fill them with water, bring them out to the fields. They don't use sprayers, they just fill a slurry tanker because it can spray much much more water much more quickly. Michael Day, thank you very much for the follow. The fields show moisture conditions. They do if you use this, the Wopster. What you do is you point it at the field, you hold down your mouse button, and you'll get a little screen up saying the location, the altitude, which I'm sure has something to do with something, the growths, I guess that's the growth, and the soil moisture. Now, below 10% is drought. So, it's not worth me, that's this after farm, but yeah, probably a good idea. I can receive messages, it's just that it's probably flagging as inappropriate. I think an irrigation mod will be very useful. Also, Landy, you can't pre-dope the ground with herbicide. You have to plant beforehand. See that I blocked you? I don't recall blocking you, Drew. I don't block almost anybody on Discord. It's usually that, unless you're not in any servers, I mean, which also makes no sense. It's usually that Discord flags something as inappropriate. And it gets a bit weird with pictures. Because I think I might have a PG filter on for pictures on Discord, I'm not sure. Oh, also Landy, I've come up with a crop rotation. Thought the blog said you could. It didn't seem to work for me. Like, it did a very small bit and then it just kind of stopped, so I don't know. Have I seen the new class combat? I haven't looked at it too much. Can you see my crop rotation for a sec? Yep. I've come up with a crop rotation, Landy, that has greater than 1 multiplier. Canola, oats, sunflowers, corn, wheat, and then back up to canola. And it gives minimum 1 down on wheat, and then up to 1.2 on canola. 1.08 in the middle there. I could probably... I wonder if I can get soybeans in. I'd like to grow some soybeans, but... What if I try growing soybeans? Soybeans just don't want to grow. Let's throw soybeans in. And then... That was set as wheat before. Then we can go barley. Yeah, that actually looks like a really good crop rotation. The only one that's kind of standing out there is soybeans. At 0.9 multiplier. You have 1.2 across the board almost. Why are there 4 rotations when you only really need 1? Well, the thing is, if you want to have 4 different rotation systems going, say you've got 20 fields. Or 4 fields and you want to have different crops in each all the time. That's really odd, Drew. That shouldn't be a thing. That legitimately shouldn't be a thing unless we're somehow not in the same servers. He's talking about me farming and I don't block people. With on this spreader, I think it's 26 meters or something like that. You set up all your rotations. Yeah, that's why you'd want to have 4 different rotations on the go. Now I'm only going to have the 1 rotation because I'm going to guarantee myself at least 2 straw crops a year. We have 5 fields. We've got 6 crops that are going to be growing. So we're going to have minimum 1 to 2 straw crops a year. That's really odd, Drew. I need to double check some stuff. It might be that I've got Discord set up to not accept pictures from people I'm not friends with or something. I don't know. You'd like to see more Irish bands in Farm Sim? They'll have to be as mods, Kai, pretty much. Giants ain't gonna put, what amount to minority crops, minority brands in. Hey, Welsh. How you doing today, dude? Please do, Alex. Is this a 36-meter spreader? Where is it? 26. I'm actually really good today, Welsh. What do I think is the best rotation? I have no idea, Ross. I have absolutely no idea. Your guess is as good as mine. Just faffed about with the crops and rotations for a bit, and you'll find something that should work eventually. What's for tea? I believe it's spag bol today. With garlic bread, which is always nice. My mother has found the 30-cent garlic bread in Aldi. So now the bolognese is coming from is coming with garlic bread now again. Because she doesn't like spending money on things. Any room for a spare one? No. We already have a spare, I'm afraid, Kai. My sister's friend is visiting. I keep forgetting how little fertilizer this thing actually uses. Mod is a base game tractor edit, so the mod should add... Yeah! That's the thing. If you're editing something from Giants, you have to add something to the mod. You can't just recolor it and say, there we go. You have to... There has to be something added. Because they suggest that. They suggest that you add openable doors and whatever, but you can add whatever you want. Like, you can change up all the engine configs, and Giants are fine with it. It's literally like, just if you repaint it to be a slightly different tractor, they get a bit antsy. Yeah, lime is just gone immediately, and fertilizer just kind of dribbles out the back, pathetically. I wouldn't... Luke, I'm going to disagree with you there. Very hard disagree. Do you want to see an Irish or British map in the Giants style? Do you really? Because Giants, I'll tell you right now, don't use hedges. Ain't gonna put walls or fences around fields. Ain't gonna have tight roadways. Ain't gonna have small yards. Do you really want a Giants UK map or a Giants Irish map? Yes, if they employ Oxy. That ain't gonna happen. Giants make their maps in a very specific way, and from what I've heard, it's basically the rule they follow when they're making a map is the largest piece of equipment has to work on it. Has to be able to make its way around. So, even if Oxy was doing it, there would still be the limitations that Giants place on the maps intentionally, so that the base game maps can be used with every piece of equipment in the game. That's why Giants maps, generally speaking... Hey, Jay! That's why Giants maps, generally speaking, are kind of... compared to... I'm going to compare to Oakfield or Marwell or... You know, a generic modded map. Giants maps tend to be a bit flatter. Tend to be a lot more open. Tend to have more square fields. And it's just to allow the base game features to work. 100%. On an Oxy map, you're going to have the hired workers going a bit mental. you're going to have issues getting some of the larger bits of equipment around. You're going to run into problems if you use the biggest stuff. And the Giants maps just, they're made the way they are, and I think that's part of the reason they're unpopular. They're made the way they are so that everything will work on them. Plus, like Landy said, Oxy has a family in the UK. He ain't gonna move to Germany. You need this map, Ravenport is dead. Keep using, use like Ravenport and Felsbrunn. If you got seasons, guys, you wanna experiment. Use Ravenport and Felsbrunn, use a dump save, use one that you don't care about. Cheat in $25 trillion. Buy everything and just see how it all works. See how it goes together. Yeah, that too, Jay. It's to prevent any performance issues. Like they're made as simply as possible, just to be simple. There's no point in making a hyper detailed, hyper realistic map as a base game map, because the guys that are running minimum specs won't be able to play it. Then they'll complain to Giants that the map is broken. Yeah, modders just cater for whatever the modder wants, and I applaud modders for doing so. Sometimes I'll complain about them catering to whatever they want, but at the end of the day, it's what they want, and their opinion is the only one that actually matters. Do I think there'll be a class DLC? I think I'm gonna kind of do a bit of a cop-out here. Do you think Giants will announce any brand other than Class at the Class Worldwide headquarters in Harzwinkel, Germany? Do you really, sincerely think they're going to announce a brand other than Class? Renault, I would love Renault. They'll announce Kubota. I can say with some confidence Kubota is unlikely to come into the game anytime soon. After the Kubota hoax, the great Kubota hoax of FS17. Yeah, the FarmCon is literally in the Class Worldwide HQ. Like, I had suspicions that they might announce a different brand, but the more I thought about it, the more I thought, well, why would you go to Class if you're going to announce something that's not Class as the DLC? What happened with the Kubota kerfuffle? Somebody made a fake cover for a Kubota DLC that didn't exist. They made up a full fake Amazon page. Or was it eBay? And they did it all in Photoshop and spread it around a few places. And the community really kind of jumped on it as being a thing. Giants were kind of inundated with people asking about the Kubota DLC and when it was coming and is it true, and from what I've heard, one or two people within Giants got very angry with people. The Class own any brands like John Deere own any other brands? I don't know. Here's the thing, I don't know anything about the DLC. I know as much as you guys do. So, whatever's announced is going to be a surprise to me. I hope, I can give you my hopes. I hope we'll get a Jaguar. I hope we'll get that weird mower that I keep forgetting the name of, but I love. The one that just spreads out and is really derpy. I can tell you, Kai, he's not been sent a video. I might have actually, because he's at FarmCon. But generally people haven't been sent videos. I'm hoping for Jag. I'm hoping for that weird Moor that I keep forgetting the name of. Hoping for a couple of Lexions. Hoping for some Axiom tractors. Maybe an Axiom... I can't remember the name of the smaller harvesters. I keep thinking they're Axions. All of them, Massey. When you start the game, all your fields need plowing. Class Cougar, thank you, Jay! Tucson, is that it? Tucson harvesters? Whatever. And frankly, and I think Landy's going to agree with me here, the biggest hope, and it is going to remain a solid hope until it happens, orchard farming. And that, yes, Landy, that was a find in the Giants Discord by... I can't remember who found that. I want to say it was West France Tulip Kaiser. Orchards from FS15. The ones that you had to like drive under and pick up the crops out of. They were so good! The ones that there are now aren't as good. Tucson is a small class combine. Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm hoping to see big combine, small combine, forager, maybe some grass equipment. I'm going way beyond what a DLC could actually hold. The Cougar would be amazing. I sincerely doubt the Cougar will ever be in Farm Sim. As a default piece of equipment. But it would be amazing and I would love it. The Zerion would be Zambia, yes. The Zerion, if there's a class DLC, it will involve the Zerion. I will tell you that now, because the Zerion is class's big... It's their headline tractor. It's their most unique piece of equipment. Be some competitions at the big end. That's true. Big new... We might get the new Combine. I'd like to see a couple of balers as well. But like the biggest thing that I want out of any DLC... It's Luke Duke! Thank you very much for the follow. The biggest thing I want out of any DLC is new things to do. Orchard farming would be awesome. And like a childhood... Yes! Because I love the colours of class. I've been saying this for a while, like, I don't really have a favourite brand, but I've got favourite colours, and lime green and white just go together really well. So I'm kind of naturally going to want the wondrous lime green and white of class. That's a thing, the PC mods, the class mods for PC might be able to be resubmitted for console if class is the DLC. Like the day after release you could get... How compatible is Oakfield Seasons? The publicly available one, not too much. The trees are broken and it doesn't have Seasons Mask. This is the version that is currently with Giants. This is the update specifically to suit Seasons, and there are some other improvements and changes made that... There's a list on Oxygen David's Facebook page, because I can't remember it off the top of my head. There's availability to do meadow rotations for the sheep, which is kind of interesting and cool. Class foragers are they're everywhere here as well, Chad. Like Jags. It's Jags and Big X's here. A few, well, Jags, New Hollands and Big X's. When grass is mown as hay, do you have to tell it again? Yes, so something that is new to Seasons this year is that you have to ted grass more than once if you want hay. You don't need to ted it for hay, you can just leave it out and let it dry naturally, but if you ted it, it'll dry faster. And the more you ted it, the more it'll dry. I think. I haven't messed about with grass and hay yet. That's going to be something for late summer in game. I'm trying to make a European map. I think it will be a European map with the DLC if there is a map coming, because class is very popular in Europe. Again, if it's class, I'm just going to go on the assumption that it is. Can you do haylage? No. Don't think you can do haylage. Due to base game restrictions. You also can't increase the soil moisture. You can't influence soil moisture at all, which kind of sucks because, like, you should. This is like one improvement that I'd make to seasons is being able to go out with a sprayer and just spray water, or with a slurry spreader and slurry spreader and just spread water on your field to increase the soil moisture. The orchards go, that brand partnership announced in February. I don't know what brand I can't remember what brand partnership was announced in February. Italy with wine would be interesting. Yeah, I think like a southern European map, because like Felsbrunn is very northern Europe. I think if we were to go like southern Europe, like south of France, maybe Spain or Italy, south of Italy specifically. And have like wine and maybe even a Greek map. That'd be interesting. A Greek map would be awesome. Wine, you know, what, grapes, and I've forgotten the name of them. Olives and stuff. But the spray, yeah, the irrigation pack would totally be for soil moisture. French company that makes sprayers and orchard equipment. Yeah, there's some interesting stuff going on with Giants at the moment, I think. Fancy a big Australian map? I don't think Giants would make one because here's the big issue with Australian maps, and I mean no disrespect to any Australians who are lunatics and still awake at this hour, or live in the UK now. Australian maps would basically be two humongous fields and a giganto yard. There wouldn't be a whole lot to do on an Australian map. Like American maps, people complain that they're downsized already, and Australian farms are multiple sizes, you know, multiples of American farms. So if an American map is seen as small in Farm Sim, an Australian map will be seen as minuscule. That's kind of the issue. Like an Australian hobby farm, you can get away with, because they're about the same size as most European professional farms. But an Australian professional farm, it's just, or industrial farm, it's just like, no, that's not going to happen. I mean, for goodness sake, Australians use helicopters for herding cattle. Like a proper cotton farming map. I'd argue Ravenport could be a good cotton farming map. The problem with cotton in-game, here's the issue, right? You start Farm Sim off, you can plant cotton any day of the week. Any day you like. Can you harvest it immediately once you start the game? No, because there's no kind of early to mid game cotton equipment. Cotton is an end game crop. I would love it if, and these do exist, if Giants were to introduce a tow behind cotton harvester that just like unloaded raw cotton into a trailer. And then you could buy like a relatively cheap thing that makes modules. It'd be very similar to a baler, but something that make modules out of the cotton. That you dump the cotton in, and it comes out as modules, and they're like they'd be small modules. They come out the same size as like square bales. You can work with you can work them with just a generic front loader. Cotton farming makes leasing equipment something viable. Yeah, but then you've got to like have a the secondary issue with cotton farming is you've got to have massive fields to even make it worthwhile for the time commitment. Anna Creek Station. Yeah, Australia has some interesting farms. I'm guessing that's in Australia, Luke. Because like some of the farms in Australia are insane. You can see my issue there, Chad, with how cotton works. Is like there's no real entry level way in. You go all in or you don't at all. Even with the John Deere DLC, you go all in or you don't go in at all. Hey, Chuck. But I think cotton would be vastly improved. And this is my own opinion, so if you disagree, you can disagree. Nobody's wrong. But I think cotton would be vastly improved if there was a small-scale way of doing it. A kind of an entry-level cotton bit of equipment that was maybe, I don't know, 50 grand? 50, 60 grand? What do I think of the JD DLC? I mean, I don't like cotton, so my thoughts are kind of irrelevant. I don't like how cotton works as a crop currently. I feel like it can be massively improved. 9 fields I currently own 5 for crops. And I'm going to be growing, we'll start off at the top of my rotation. I'll be growing canola, oats, sunflowers, wheat, and soybeans. So I have a nice mix of crops in the fields. To get a good start on cows, because I do want to do cows. On this map, I just don't want to do animals until the end of year 1. Because otherwise, they'd just be eating money and not doing much else. Up season's base game next time around. Better showdowns and stuff. Yeah, I think FS21 or whatever the next Farm Sim brand should be. Oh, Berthold, yeah. I think the next Farm Sim game, I don't think we'll need to worry about brands. I think Giants kind of, especially if Class comes on board, they've got all the brands they'll need. Maybe Kubota, if they want to bring in a new brand. But I think they've got all of the brands the Farm Sim will ever need. And I think the next Farm Sim game should be very heavily gameplay based. In terms of improvements and changes. And differences from FS19. Basically, I'm not going to leave a field fallow. No, there's no... You don't have to, Ross. Here's the thing. You don't have to leave fields fallow. You can absolutely go ham on them. And get away with it. And I think for the next Farm Sim game, the number one gameplay element that they could do with bringing in is seasons. Like, even a simplified version in the base game where you just like switch it on and it gives you the visuals. Because number one, it'd look great. Number two, it'd be great for advertising. Number three, it's one of the most popular features in terms of mods. It's, you know, probably the most popular mod. Dynamic terrain ain't gonna happen anytime soon, Welsh. That's a nightmare to try and work with. Jay, yeah. And I think the way that you could put seasons in is like have it tick yes or no for the visuals alone. And then have like tick boxes for everything else. As you go through the game. Like, because with seasons you need to have it on or off. Full on. I don't know, I think it'll come into the base game. Yeah, there's a lot of rumors that they're going to delay release. I don't know how... Oh, of the next game. I don't know how true that is. I think it'd be a good idea to work on more gameplay features and to get extra testing done. I think a 3-year cycle would be much much healthier for Giants. Just to, like, have 2 extra DLCs in the meantime. Yeah, Drew, I'm with you there. I think another John Deere DLC would be very nice with actual, like, with actual equipment, not just a cotton harvester. I think Giants have started, absolutely. They start working on the next game pretty much on release of the previous one. Focus, yeah, that's the issue there. At the end of the day, it's down to focus. Giants more about what the people want. Giants are about what the people want. It's just that not everything people want is actually possible. Will it be a mobile game? I don't know. Am I available on Discord? I'm always on Discord, dude. Like, straight up, if I'm awake, I'm on Discord. I might not always check it, but I'm always logged in. Actually, this weekend's gonna be an exception. 3 years would be great. It's a bit like real life. Yeah. Oh, that's a good point, Jay. I was thinking it'd be announced at FarmCon, but it could be announced as late as Gamescom and they could get away with it. Because, without sounding mean, and this could come across as being mean, the mobile version isn't as popular as the PC version or the console version. Mobile version's kind of, to the majority of Farm Sim players, a bit of an afterthought. How much does this game cost? €35, I think? It's not me, just the truth. People will say that I'm mean for telling the truth. I've said something about Farm Sim before, or a mod or something, and people started attacking me because I was like, "Oh, you're being mean to this guy." I'm like, no, I'm being honest. Sure, honesty can hurt sometimes, but it's much better to be honest than to try and sugarcoat everything. Mobile is actually a gateway in. Oh yeah, mobile is really good as a gateway in, or for people who can't afford a console for PC. Like, I'm not knocking the mobile version. It's just nowhere near as popular as the main game. So it could be the case that Focus don't want Giants making the console version anymore. Or not the console version. The console version is by far the most popular. But the mobile version, it could be that Focus just don't want mobile. Could you please repeat good and that? Farm Sim is like €35, I think. $35. I think. That's the usual price anyway for the Farm Sim games. And then you got DLC costs on top of that, but the DLC is all optional. In my eyes. The DLC is just like, what shiny things would you like? It's okay, not great. Once you play the actual game. Yeah, when's Gamescom? It's a few weeks from now, isn't it? Sometime in August. Late August. It's like 4 weeks from now, because I remember now, Gamescom is around my birthday. August 20th to 24th, and the 24th is in fact my birthday. So, bada boom, I got the date right. FarmCon starts tomorrow. FarmCon starts today, Welsh. Officially. It's just anything streamed on it is starting tomorrow. Including, apparently, according to the itinerary Silver put up somewhere, the Platinum announcement. Was that today? That might be on it today and tomorrow. There are people at FarmCon today, claiming to be at FarmCon. They might just be getting into hotels and stuff. Jim says the problem there, I'll be very honest, is console and the limitations of not enough buttons left. Like, if they put in opening doors and stuff, they'd have to take something else out. it is really kind of a rabbit hole of what goes in and what comes out now with new features. Do I think Giants will get more brands? Absolutely. Like, Drew, straight up, brands are coming to Giants now and saying, can we be in the game, please? We will literally just give you a license. Anyone know a mod for darker brown interior, JD? No. I don't think that many people would want to do that, Ross. Gearbox, they said, but modest found out to put open doors and windows. Gearbox was going to be automatic. Gearbox was always going to be automatic. Go to FarmSim's official FarmCon page and click schedule. Oh, they have that up? Okay. And they got like the platinum stuff tomorrow then? Which apparently is called platinum. This shows how much I know about FarmCon. Like, I realized months ago I wouldn't be able to afford it. So I wasn't really paying attention to any of the FarmCon news, which is probably not the best, but oh well. And as it turns out, I wouldn't have been, even if I could afford to go, I wouldn't have been able to because there's family stuff going on this weekend. $1,500 to $1,545 presentation game demo FS19 Platinum. Ooh. You gotta take. Did you have to go? Or are you going for like one day or something? I wish I could go. I really do. But it seems like every year it ends up with me not being able to go to FarmCon because my family's decided to do something that same week. Last year I went karting instead, which was awesome. Bought the early bird ticket back in March. Yeah. So that's the issue with buying so far back, is like, I should be able to go, but nope, I don't have enough money. Oh. One of these days, one of these years I'll get out to FarmCon. Be super convenient if they had it in the UK or something. Be awesomely convenient if it was in the UK. Not gonna be a demo to class here. But you could. Hey Dalton, it's going good today, dude. How's it going with you? I've been busy. I've been moving a gate. And tomorrow I'll be helping to install the gate. Or partially install the gate. We gotta get the hanging post in tomorrow. And then the cement will need to set. And then the gate will get hung up. If you're interested in the wonderful gate that I keep talking about, by the way, I can show you right now what it looks like. So if I just hop out here, come over up here. It's basically this gate without these diagonal bars. They broken? No. We just never had one at the back before, and it arrived today for the new driveway. That cheats command. It's so good when I want to show something off on a map or just test something. We'll go around quickly. It hopped! Yes, that was amazing to watch last night. I'd go just because there's so many cool people there, and it's a good excuse to be social. 14-foot Massey. 14-foot gate. That's officially it's a sheep gate. But yeah, that would be nice, but at the same time it's really fun just zipping about. And the funniest thing is, I don't know if you downloaded the third person mod during the contest. but right. Walking looks derpy. Super run looks derpiest. Because your farmer just kind of vibrates. Good night for SpaceX last night. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, farms. Yeah. Yeah. The animations don't particularly like existing. Actually, I need to get out of third person now. There we go. The way he runs reminds you of Benny Hill. Jump in third person. Oh god, yeah, that's the derpiest of them all. It's useful for thumbnails, because like if I wanted a thumbnail right now, I could just go boosh, 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 thumbnail. Crouching looks kind of cool, actually. I like crouching. Why does it look like I've got the what? Yes, I am still in early spring. The Wobster's kind of broken with it. Nice to know. So from 3 to 3:45 German time, they got the demo. You just started summer. Well, yeah, but you know that I play a lot slower than you, Landy. You know that I generally play Farm Sim slower than you. Looks like he's briefly falling to his death. He jumps, forgets that he's jumped, and then panics in mid-air. He's a forgetful boy, is our farmer. Hey, quick. Long time no see indeed. How much longer are we going to be streaming? About 25 more minutes. Then Mr. Landed Cod is going to be taking over. Oh, Lenny, I don't know if you heard, but, and Dusty, actually. The next hop is planned within the next couple of weeks, and is going to be 200 meters. Roughly. Excuse me, I did not say landed kid, I said landed cod. You missed my streams, you've been away from... That's fine. People go away, people come back. People go away, people come back. It's the cycle of movement. Nothing in the mod contest was an autoloader, Ross. I think the autoloader mods are still a bit experimental, so nobody really wanted to put one into the mod contest. The scene's looking great. Can't wait to play. It is amazingly good. You just broke a game, GG. Your friends got you into Destiny? That's fine. Destiny, like any game that you play and enjoy is good. It doesn't matter damn what it is. You attached a GG ASB? How'd you manage that? Not even I've managed that one. Destiny 2 is on Steam now. I'm not a big fan of these like multiplayer only games. This is my issue. I don't like multiplayer only games. Forza is kind of an exception, but that's mainly because you can just turn off multiplayer. I'm playing Minecraft. I've been thinking about it. Minecraft, for some reason, is enjoying a bit of a resurgence at the moment. And I don't understand why. Why is Minecraft popular again? Mother Earth's tractor kind of big bad in front loader hooking up to a model dams. Ah, there's your problem. Too many mods that maybe don't work. Then through the Borderlands DLC. That's a game that I never really could get into, but it's nice. I don't like people. Quick, you're about right there. Yeah. I used to play. I will be honest. I used to play a multiplayer only game called PlanetSide 2. However, I did just zip around on a quad bike in it and annoy people. That was when I wasn't playing it when I wasn't playing it seriously. I'd just zip around on a quad bike taking points. But when I was playing it seriously, I was a sniper that was like a crack shot at about a kilometer. So like I'd find a battle going on and just set myself up on top of a hill and snipe everybody. This fertilizer sprayer is fine. It might be the tractor was the issue. PlanetSide 2 was awesome. Yes. I was think I played Terran Sniper. Usually. And it was super fun. As much as people like hate snipers in games, PlanetSide 2 sniping was really fun. Cause like you just set up your little sniper's nest and you could go ham. Yeah, you were Terran as well, ASB. The red dudes were the Terrans, I believe. Because I was the red dudes. You're a troll purple character. My main was my troll. It was great. I spent one entire... I spent like an hour just driving around on a quad bike everywhere. It got to a point where I was literally driving upstairs in the building and all the super serious tryhards were getting really ragey over their mics. Because they're like playing this serious kind of military-ish game. And then there's just a dude in a quad bike riding up the stairs ahead of them. See, Kirk. And yeah, I got some very choice words from people when I was bored that day. It's still active. Although apparently the community is basically just tryhards and they hate new people. So it's not something that I'd want to play again. If it had a good community, I might play it every so often, but no, not when it's like the community actively doesn't want people to pick up the game. Plus, like the pay-to-win nature of it's got even worse since 2013, so no thanks. I was in a clan as well, but it was one of the more jokey clans, and I think one day I got the entire clan to follow me around on quad bikes. What game are we talking about? PlanetSide 2. That was a super fun game when it was new. Because it was so easy to troll people. All you had to do was get a quad bike and just zip around inside buildings. You know, I never could fly the planes in that ASB. They were just... They made no sense to me, so I gave up. You never played it? Its last update was this month. Yeah, like PS2 is still going, it's just that the community's a cesspool. Microwave's on. Be right back. You know, if you didn't know why Alex has to go when the microwave's on, you'd think he's a bit mental. If you didn't know that the microwave interferes with the Wi-Fi signal, you'd think he's a bit mental and just has this compulsion to watch the microwave when it's on. Microwave's on, gotta watch it. Microwave. Yeah, his microwave blocks his Wi-Fi signal. They apparently put out a very similar frequency. That's such an evil laugh. Oh, look, I'll do that too, Drew. I'm gonna be real. I'm not above staring at ovens, or microwaves, or washing machines. Hey, Sylvan. Like, I'm not above staring at things. You try it, weeders, and it was ready to be used. You couldn't get it working. Weeders will only work on the first stage of weed growth, and I don't think they work until, this is dumb, but this is the way it works in game. I don't think weeders work until you actually have a crop down. And I think the same might be true of herbicide. But, here's the thing, Massey, if you put herbicide down, it blocks weeds until the next harvest. So, you're better off putting down herbicide, because that's a more permanent solution. Yeah, Massey, honestly, just throw down herbicide. A bit more expensive, but it saves you having to faff about with it anymore. Because like then it's just straight up blocking weeds from then on. Another great thing about seasons. Seasons is just, like, for me, it's a game saver. There's a point. Everything in seasons has a point. There's a reason for everything. And you have to think about your actions. Like, you have to think about, even when you want to plant something. Hey, Ryan. Even when you want to plant something, it's like, well, I can't because the soil moisture's too low and it's too cold. So I'm gonna have to wait. I can't harvest right now because it rained yesterday. I think more classics are just needed in farm sim in general, true. It's a completely different game from base game. Crop rotation is definitely added, yeah. And the fact that you can... Well, do I know what time Giants are announcing Platinum DLC tomorrow? People have been saying like 3-ish German time. Macaulay, I don't know. But apparently on the schedule that's on the FarmCon website, it's like 3-ish. Sometime between 3 and 3:45 German time. Season's Big Farm Sim was saying it makes it so you gotta think about it. It makes it so you gotta think about what you're doing in Farm Sim. And it structures the game a lot more. Like, one of the big problems I have with the base game is, like, you can do everything at once. You can basically, you know, fertilize, seed, harvest, fertilize again, seed, harvest again. You can almost do that all in one day. And it's like, there's no structure to it. I've got 6 days, Dusty. So my year is 6/4, 24 days. Hey, Steven. And Chad, if you wanted 40-day seasons, you could go with like 9 days and you get, what was it, 36-day season? 36-day year? Or 12 and you get a 48-day year. Yours is set to 9. 9 for me is a bit too long. 6 for me is kind of the happy medium. Yeah, nine's the default. You're kind of in between 9 and 12, Chad. Like, for me, 9 is too long, 3 is too short, 6 is the happy medium. Early game. Late game, you're going to be wanting to switch up to 9, like after harvest. What's this song? Far Away, Phantom Sage, something or other by Different Heaven. But like, as the game goes on, like you can swap seasons after a harvest. You can swap season lengths because it goes off the in-game day, so you don't want to be doing it like just after planting, because you'll end up with dead crops. Because if you do that, it will immediately make it winter. You want to do it once you've got a harvest out, and if it shoots you into summer, then you're screwed for a bit. But you can work through it. Like, if you're at a point where you're wanting to swap from 6 to 9 day seasons, you're going to have a pretty big backlog of, a pretty big store of bales, if you've got cows, or sheep. Rushing things only makes you anxious. Yeah, seasons will help you with that, Chad. Seasons structures everything nicely. Like, there will be times where, like, the weather's playing against you and there is a bit of a rush. But that's just, for me, and I think a lot of people, just excitement being brought into the game. You know, there's the struggle and the rush and the panic of, I need to get all my crops in today or else I will have no crops. Or I need to get all the harvesting done today or I will have no harvest done. Just didn't like it. Seasons is completely different from 17, Chad. They have expanded it greatly. So I would say give it a try in like Fellsbrunn or Ravenport for a bit and see how you get on with 9 day seasons or 12 day seasons. You'll find a happy medium in terms of time. Yeah. Yeah, Jay. You've never seen the Irish silage rush. If there are 2 dry days in a row in May, everybody's out doing silage. Drew, perhaps. I can't say yes or no, because if class is coming, it'll depend on the modder and how everything's worked out. How do you I have no idea, Shai. I have not tried it yet. I'm sure there's a visual way. I'd imagine the Wopster might do it. Yeah, handheld and misc. That might do it. Two silage below right now. We should be up to second cut by now, surely, by the way. For the farmers in chat. Is it around second cut time yet? Or has second cut already been and gone and I've missed it? Because it's been a pretty good year for silage, for grass growth. Do I like the new Fendt harvester? I haven't really looked at it. Yes, you can wrap hay in seasons. And it will stay hay, it'll actually protect it from the weather. It's not with each other. I hate when that happens. It's like, okay, I cannot use these 2 very specific mods with each other. I can use them with everything else, just not with each other. Oh, Shai's already got the tutorials down. He is a machine. An absolute machine of a man. If you want tutorials for anything, just go to Shy Wizard's channel and he's probably made it, even if the mod's just released. Mod's released a minute ago, Shy Wizard already has a 20-minute tutorial on how to work it. Farming Heroes, you bailed 4,000 cuts since June of last year. Yeah, maybe. So, like, some farmers will only do 1 cut. But in all seriousness, if anybody here wants to get into map making, Shy Wizard is the single channel you need to go to. It's your one-stop shop. Because he has tutorials on everything from the absolute basics to stuff that I couldn't even think of. And how to put this in a map, how to do that for a map, how to do the other for a map. Including a bunch of seasons tutorials. The thing is, Chad, I kind of like doing logging, it's just that the logging streams tend to not be very popular, which is why I don't do it much. But, we've run out of jobs to do for today. What I'm gonna do, not tonight, but over the weekend at some point if I've got some time. Because I'm now gonna be AFK on a mini break where I've got a bunch of family stuff going on until Tuesday. I'll be around on Discord, but I won't be streaming. Oh god, the Penberlin logging stream where just everything flipped somehow. Oh, that was a nightmare stream. I won't be streaming again until Tuesday. I've got a lot of family stuff going on this weekend, so it'll be Tuesday before I stream again. I might have like a short stream on Monday of something completely different. Maybe me doing some faffery with the tablet just to learn it a bit. But the next planned stream is Tuesday for Farm Sim. We'll be back to normal schedule next week, with the exception of Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday will all be seasons. I won't be doing multiplayer next week, and then the week after we'll be bringing back multiplayer. But until next time, until Tuesday, because there's no point in me starting something with 5 minutes left in the stream, so I'm just going to finish up a bit early. Until next time, stay safe, and goodbye. Hope you all enjoyed. Like, subscribe, and bananas. Bye-bye.